I'm a partner and co-founder of Beeline Labs, which is a boutique marketing innovation firm. We help companies mostly with marketing and innovation process issues, and almost all of the solutions that we come up with include some form of social media as part of the solution. I'm also the co-author of the Hypersocial Organization,
Right.
which is actually informed by Tribalization of Business Study, which is a research project we do every year in looking at how companies are leveraging social media and communities as part of their business. And we do this with Deloitte and Society of New Communications Research.
Right.
Actually. Well, the whole premise of the book is that there's big changes afoot here with social media. Everybody will agree to that, right? I mean, it's changing everything. People, can't reach other people anymore. So marketers that are trying to do lead gen see their costs going up through the roof. Advertising doesn't seem to be working anymore. Launching new products is the failure rate is staying up there, at around 80% and higher in some countries. And so everybody knows that there's something going on, but they don't quite know how to deal with it. A lot of companies are looking at it as, oh, well, here's social media, it's like email, right? It's a new channel through which to reach our customers, and that's not what it is. So the whole premise of the book is that social media is what Tim O'Reilly calls a platform of participation. It's actually a massive platform of participation that allows the social, for which you and I have been hardwired for tens of thousands of years, to scale to the point where it makes a difference in business again. And so if you want to understand what truly happens in this whole wave of innovation, you're better off understanding, how humans truly function. In the book we call it the Human 1.0, which evolves, but not at the pace of 10 years or hundreds of years or not even 10,000 years, okay? But you're better off understanding that than you are trying to understand the technology that is underlying this whole technology wave of change right now.
Right.
And so some of the things, just to give you a highlight, some of the things is when you see stuff happening out there, what are you seeing? You're seeing people helping one another. I'm going to help you make a better buying decision, or I'm going to warn you not to buy from a certain company because I don't think they're good. What's happening there? I'm just acting the same way as I've been acting for tens of thousands of years, which is, I want to help you because I'm hardwired with a reflex called reciprocity. I'll help you, and I know you'll help me later. We're the only species to do that, Right. Another thing is, of course, when you
do something wrong,
when you have a reciprocal society, and you have somebody that is unfair, or it could bring down that society, and so we have another innate sort of sense of fairness, and we're willing to pay a personal toll to punish someone who we consider has been unfair. And that's what you see in the marketplace when people are going out of their way to buy yourcompanysucks.com and putting lots of efforts to try to hurt you.
Right.
That's what they're doing, In turning a social process and turning a process into a social process means getting people whose job it is not to do the work to actually help you get the work done. So those that are truly successful are not, let's pick customer service as an example, or lead generation, or product management and product innovation. Those that are successful are not just the ones that are saying to the customer service department, okay, customer service reps, you will now be using social media to help your customers, okay? Those that are successful are those like Best Buy that are opening up that process to all their employees, okay? So they realize that people in customer service, of course, will want to help their customers, but people in in billing might want to help customers and might be able to help customers.
Right.
Or people in another department, there might be people in certain departments that have a passion for home entertainment, for example, right? Those people might be able to help customers who are trying to make buying decisions about home entertainment solutions much better than customer service or salespeople on the shop floor. So that's of course tricky when you start allowing people whose job it is not to be involved with that, to all of a sudden start participating in those processes. And it's very uncomfortable for companies that for, decades have been thinking about organizational silos.
Right.
They fear loss of control, they fear, another good example is TIPCO. So $1 billion, somewhere around that, software infrastructure, to connect just about everything within a company. They serve so many markets, okay, that their marketing department cannot deliver marketing material for all the different markets.
Right.
Okay. So what did they do? They basically created a sales community. Okay. And they're delivering their marketing material in a way that it can be mashed up and changed and and reassembled and all of that. And they're basically allowing the sales rep to co-develop the marketing material for their own customers. And so you're now seeing, somebody serving a small telco out in the Philippines, helping somebody in Bolivia serving small telcos, come up with a presentation to get to get the business, for example. Right. And when you talk to those people in marketing, they're like, the very first thing, now we can serve markets that we could never serve all by ourselves. So right. They basically socialize the product marketing or the sales support process, right? So they can serve markets that they could never have done with their marketing department. But one of the biggest issues that they had initially was giving up control.
Right.
Marketing is the one that owns the messaging and all of that, right? And so all of a sudden they had to give that up. They had to let the salespeople come up with their own. But that's what you have to do. You have to allow that to happen, and you have to trust that, people are going to do the right thing. It's social, it's messy, there are going to be people that are going to do the wrong thing, right. But there's usually enough checks and balances, among your friends and among your peers and all that. There's sometimes bad situations too, but they tend to correct themselves, and if they don't, people find themselves isolated, and the same will happen in business.
Right.
So the book is available on Amazon right now and is going to be released July 20th. And you can find more about the company at Beeline Labs, BELINELABS.com. There's 7 of us. We're a smallish boutique company, like I said. We do get involved with strategy, so we will help companies strategize on how to change, their business processes into social processes. We will help them assess whether they're ready for certain programs or not. We will help them get legal involved and all of that. And oftentimes we also like to stay involved with the actual implementation of the programs to support what we came up with in the strategy. So